It started off with my mother. She had TIAs, that's mini strokes, and then they developed into a full-blown stroke where she had lost complete mental capacity. And then my husband was diagnosed with liver and bowel cancer, and I had to deal with both people, and it wasn't easy, and that's why I had to get professionals on board. It's very demanding. It's 24/7 because you may have to go to the hospital in the middle of the night, or you may have the care home ring up to say you've got to get to an AME because your mother's critical. You're on tender hooks all the time. It was overwhelming. I wanted to run away actually, but I didn't know where I could go because no matter where I went, the problem, you can't leave people you love. You've got to face it head on. I always had to pretend to be chirpy and happy. That was very difficult because inside I was absolutely dying. I couldn't show how wretched, and even looking at my mother and her face, and you could see she wasn't right, you'd put on a smile. I rang my counsellor and I said, I'm not feeling anything, is this normal? She said, this is perfectly normal. And then a few weeks later, it's like a tsunami. It comes in at a great speed and it knocks your world and you to pieces. And the pain is out of this world. But then having, again, professional support on board has helped me piece by piece to build my world back again. It's trying, you never get over losing somebody, but what you've got to do is, you've got to try and build your world, and you've got to try and keep busy, because if you think too much, you'll go down. In days after the funeral, the worst thing you can do is be a hermit. You've got to get out there, and I know it's very difficult, and try and smile at people. I'd walk by the river to look at the swans, and then I'd walk into the cathedral to light a candle. I'd look at the stained glass windows, and they were so beautiful, and it used to instill me with like a peace. When I see Andy's daughter, I see Andy, part of him still exists, and Paige, the grandchild, is so much like she has her grandfather's eyes. It's almost uncanny, and it almost makes me feel warm and lovely when I see them, because I realise part of Andy's still alive, he's still here. Worcestershire Association of Carers run a monthly group at Friends Meeting House, and it's fantastic because you talk to other people, and carers are the best people to talk to because they're living and breathing it every day. The bereavement group was excellent because you go on the course and you talk to other people who are going through exactly the same situation. It happens every day. Yesterday somebody died, tomorrow somebody else will die, and you go at different levels. When you initially go through bereavement, it's a complete shock. You never get over losing somebody, but you have people to talk to help you come to terms with your loss.